Are we live again?
Yes, Prabhu. So we can read.
Okay. Okay. Text 23. Shri Shuka Uvacha Jitasano Jitasvaso Jitasango Jitendriya Stule Bhagavato Rupe Mana Sandharayedhya. Shri Shuka Uvacha. Sukadev Goswami said, Jitasana, controlled sitting posture. Jitaswasa, controlled breathing process. Jita Sangha, controlled association. Jitendriya, controlled senses. Sthule, in the gross matter. Bhagavata, unto the personality of Godhead. Rupe, in the feature of. Manaha, the mind. Sandharayet, must apply. Dhiya, by intelligence. Translation. Shukadev Goswami answered, one should control the sitting posture and regulate the breathing process by the yogic pranayam and thus control the mind and the senses and with intelligence apply the mind to the gross potencies of the Lord called the Virata Rupa. Purport. The materially absorbed mind of the conditioned soul does not allow him to transcend the limit of the bodily conception of self, and thus the yoga system for meditation, fixing the mind upon supreme, controlling the sitting posture and breathing process, is prescribed in order to mold the character of the gross materialist. Unless such materialists are able to cleanse the materially absorbed mind, it is impossible for them to concentrate upon thoughts of transcendence. And to do so, one may fix one's mind on the gross material or external feature of the Lord. The different parts of the gigantic form of the Lord are described in the following verses. The materialistic men are very anxious to have some mystic powers as a result of such controlling process, but the real purpose of yogic regulations is to eradicate the accumulated dirty things like lust, anger, variance, and all such material contaminations. If the mystic yogi is diverted by the accompanying feast of mystic control, then his mission of yogic success is a failure because the ultimate aim is God realization. He is therefore recommended to fix his gross materialistic mind by a different conception and thus realize the potency of the Lord. As soon as the potencies are understood to be instrumental manifestations of the transcendence, the next step is automatically advanced and gradually the stage of full realization becomes possible for him. Krishna. Text 24. विशेषस्तस्य देहोऽयं स्थावितश्च स्थवियशं यत्रेदं विद्यते विश्वं भूतं भव्यं भवच्च सत् विशेषः personal tasya his deha body ayam this sthavistha grossly material cha and sthavisham of all matter yatra wherein idam all these phenomena vijjate is experienced vishwam universe bhutam past bhavyam future bhavet present cha and sat resultant. Translation. This gigantic manifestation of the phenomenal material world as the whole is the personal body of the absolute truth, wherein the universal resultant past, present, and future of material time is experienced. Purport. Anything either material or spiritual is but the expansion of the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as stated as stated in the Bhagavad Gita 13.13, the omnipotent Lord has his transcendental eyes, heads, and other bodily parts distributed everywhere. He can see, hear, touch, or manifest himself from anywhere and everywhere, for he is present everywhere as the supersoul of all infinitesimal souls, although he has his particular abode in the absolute world. This relative world is also his phenomenal representation, because it is nothing but the expansion of his transcendental energy. Although he is in his abode, still his energy is distributed everywhere, just as the sun is localized as well as expanded everywhere, and the rays of the sun, being non-different from the sun, are accepted as expansion of the sun disk. In the Vishnu Puran 1.22.52, it is said that as fire expands its rays and heat from one place. Similarly, the Supreme Spirit, the personality of Godhead, expands himself by his manifold energy everywhere and anywhere. This phenomenal manifestation of the gigantic universe is also a part of his Virat body. The less intelligent class of men cannot conceive of the transcendental or spiritual form of the Lord, but they are astounded by his different energies, just as the ab- Abranges are struck with wonder by the manifestation of lighting, a gigantic mountain or a hugely expanded banyan tree. The Aborigines praise the strength of the tiger and the elephant because of their superior energy and strength. The Asuras also cannot recognize the existence of the Lord. Although there are vivid descriptions of the Lord in the revealed scriptures, although the Lord incarnates and exhibits his uncommon strength and energy, and although he is accepted as the supreme personality of Godhead by learned scholars and saints like Vyasadev, Narad, Ashita, and Devala in the past, and by Arjun in the Bhagavad Gita, and also by the acharyas like Shankara, Ramanuja, Madhava, and Sri Chaitanya in the modern age. The Asuras do not accept any evidential proof from the revealed scriptures, nor do they recognize the authority of great acharyas. They want to see eye to eye at once. Therefore, they can see the gigantic body of the Lord as Virata, which will answer their challenge. And as they are accustomed to pay homage to superior material strength like that of the tiger, elephant, lightning, etc., they can offer respects to the Virat Rupa, Lord Krishna. By the request of Arjuna, exhibited his Virat Rupa for the Asuras. A pure devotee of the Lord, being unaccustomed to look into such mundane, gigantic form of the Lord, requires special vision for the purpose. The Lord therefore favored Arjuna with special vision for looking into his Virat Rupa, described in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. This Virat Rupa of the Lord was especially manifested not for the benefit of Arjuna, but for that unintelligent class of men who accept anyone and everyone as the incarnation of the Lord and so mislead the general mass of people. For them, the indication is that one should ask the chief incarnation to exhibit his Virat Rupa and thus be established as an incarnation. The Virat Roop manifestation of the Lord is simultaneously a challenge to the atheist and a favor for the Asuras who can think of the Lord as Virat and thus gradually cleanse the dirty things in their heart in order to become qualified to actually see the transcendental form of the Lord in near future. This is a favor of all merciful Lord to the atheist and the gross materialist. Hare Krishna. Any other devotee they can continue? Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Who wants to read? Maybe Bilabang Prabhu or Shubham Prabhu or Pranjal Prabhu.
Oh, Prabhu, I'm still cooking, Prabhu. Haribo.
Oh, Haribo.
Yes, Prabhu, I can read one verse.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu.
अंडकोशे शरीरेऽस्मिन् रक्तावरणसंयुते वैराजः पुरुषो योऽसौ भगवान् धारणाश्रयः. Andakose within the universal cell, Sarire in the body of Aswin, this sub-tenfold aura covering Samyute being Sultan, Vairaj, the gigantic universal Purusha form of the Lord. Yeh that Asahi Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Dharana, conception, Asaya, object of the translation, the gigantic universal form of the personality of Godhead within the body of universal cell, which is covered by sevenfold material element, is subject for Virat conception. purpose. Simultaneously, the Lord has multifarious other forms, and all of them are identical with the original fountainhead form of Lord Sri Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. Move. In the Bhagavad Gita, it has been proven that the original transcendental eternal form of the Lord Krishna, Lord is Sri Krishna, the absolute personality of Godhead, but by his inconceivable internal potentia Maya, he can exhibit himself by multifarious forms and incarnation simultaneously without being diminished in his full potency, is complete, and although innumerable complete forms are being emanated from him, he is still. Prabhu, can you scroll down, down, down? Add down, Prabhu. Because your image is there, I cannot see. He is still complete without any loss. That is his spiritual or eternal potency. In the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the personality of Godhead Lord Krishna manifested his Virat Roop just to convince the less intelligent class of men who cannot conceive of the Lord as appearing just like a human being, that that he factually has the potency of his claim to be the supreme absolute person without any rival or superior. Materialistic men can think, although very imperfectly, of the huge universal space comprehending an innumerable numbers of planets as big as the sun. They can see only the circular sky overhead without any information that this universe, as well as many other hundreds of thousands of universes, are each covered by sevenfold material covering of water, fire, air, sky, eco, numerine, and co- material coverings of material nature, just like a huge football pumped and covered floating on the water of Kajal Ocean, wherein the Lord is lying as Mahavishnu. All the universes in the seed are emanating from the breathing of Mahavishnu, who is but part of a partial expansion of the Lord. And all the universes presided over by the Brahmas when vanish when the Mahavishnu withdraw his great breathing. In this way, the material worlds are being created and vanished by the supreme will of the Lord. The poor foolish materialist can just imagine how ignorantly he puts forward an insignificant creature to become his rival incarnation simply on the allegation of a dying man. Just become his. The Virat Roop was partially exhibited by the Lord just to give lessons to such a foolish man, so that one can accept person as the incarnation of Godhead. Only if such a person is able to exhibit such a Virat Roop as the Lord. His prose call up to such a foolish man. God had only if such a person is able to execute the Virat Rupa as Lord Krishna did. The materialistic person may concentrate his mind upon the Virat or gigantic form of the Lord in his own interest, and as recommended by Sukdev Goswami. But he must be on his guard not to become misled by the pretenders who claim to be the identical person with Lord Krishna, but are not able to act like him or exhibit the Virat Rupa, comprehending the whole of the universe. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Shubham Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Sri Radha Krishna Prabhu Dandapanam Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Sridhar both and not Pranam Jai Prabhupada.
So, who wants to read the next one?
I can read one, Prabhu. I'm busy, but I
Oh,
can do
go.
it.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu.
Just one because I need to finish this work.
Yes, Prabhu.
Patalam hitasya hi padamulam patanti parsni prapade lasatalam mahatalam vishvaslijota kulpaum talam Vaipurusasya Change. Patalam, the planet in the bottom of the universe. Tasya of his, he, exactly. Padamulam, souls of the fact. Patenti, they study it. Parshni, of the ankles. Prapde, under the foot. Rasatalam, the planet named Rasatalam. Mahatalam, planet name Mahatalam. Vishvaslija, of the creator of the universe. Ata, thus, Gurupau, the curves. Tala, the planet name Tala. Atala, the planet name Atala. Vai, as they are. Purusasya, of the gigantic person. Jange, on the knees. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jaya. Person who have realized it have studied that the planets known as Patala constitute the bottom of the feet of the universal Lord, and the ankles are the souls, are the Rasatala planets. The cows are Mahatala planets, and his knees constitute the Tala and Atala planets. Purport: outside the bodily existence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the manifested cosmic existence has no reality. Everything and anything of the manifested world rests on him, as confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita 9.4, but that does not imply that everything and anything in the vision of a materialist is the Supreme Personality. The conception of a universal form of the Lord gives a chance to the materialist to think of the Supreme Lord. But the materialist must know for certain that his visualization of the world in a spirit of lording over it is not God realization. The materialistic view of exploitation of the material resources is occasioned by the illusion of the external energy of the Lord, and as such, if anyone wants to realize the supreme truth by conceiving, conceiving of the universal form of the Lord, one must cultivate the service attitude. Unless the service attitude is revived, the conception of Vilata realization will have very little effect on the seer. The transcendental Lord, in any conception of his form, is never a part of the material creation. He keeps his identity as the Supreme Spirit in all circumstances, and is never affected by the three material qualities, for everything material is contaminated. The Lord always exists by his internal energy. The universe is divided into 14 planetary systems. 7 planetary systems called Bhuval, Swar, Mahal, Jana, Tapas, and Satya are upwards planetary systems. On above the other, there are also 7 planetary systems downwards, known as Tala, Tala, Vitala, Rasatala, Talatala, Mahatala, and Patala, gradually one below the other. In this verse, the description begins from the bottom because it is in the line of devotion that the Lord's bodily description should be begun from his feet. Shukadev Goswami is a recognized devotee of the Lord, and he is exactly correct in the description. Yeah. So if anyone want to continue, I'm sorry, I just was able to read one because here it's already, as you can see, it's already very dark. So I need to finish my work outside. I live like a sadhu outside now, so I need to build a shelter as quick as possible. And a kitchen too. Otherwise, I can't cook anything. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
So thank you very much.
Becoming
Vancha
like
kalpataru bhacha. Krishnuve vacha pachitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah.
this is becoming like the vanaprastha life that is described in the scripture, that they live outside, they don't take anything. they
Yeah,
they eat
Prabhu,
fruit.
I think Krishna is accelerate this life for me. I don't know, but yeah, I have my toilet. Actually, I live like the Vedic civilization. The toilet is outside now.
Yes, Prabhu, it
You
should
know.
not be inside actually.
Yes, because there is ghost. You can be you can find many ghosts, and it's very filthy inside the house. Actually, everything should be separated. I read something, a letter of Srila Prabhupada, a morning walk. He said in India, everything is separated. The kitchen is outside. And there are there is a place for women, a place for men, a place for the toilet. Everything is separated.
Yes,
It's
Prabhu.
not in the same house. This is crazy civilization that put everything in the same house. And then,
Yes, Prabhu, this
there
is
is...
for
Yeah,
convenience.
yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Mm.
We used to go in jungle for these things.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhu.
So,
Nowadays, Prabhu, before 10 years or something.
yes, but now
But now
Indian, yeah,
now it not.
yeah, they live just like Westerners. What a mess. They were living the right way, but now they are living just like us. So, yeah, I didn't expect that it was going to happen like this, but I feel so relieved and so blissful. You can't imagine. Now I'm building my own kitchen for Krishna, and outside in the garden where I will, cultivate food.
Yes, Prabhu, I'm waiting to see all the amazing dishes from that kitchen.
Yes, I will. I will do some, but I need to, because there's so much work, so much work, like for one man, but it's okay. I will do it, I have to do it. The toilet is okay now, don't use water. I use some wood, I don't know how to say that. For the that way it will not have some bad odor. I don't know how to say that.
Yes,
You know,
Prabhu, I know those.
it will not stick. It will not stink. You know,
Yes,
like we
Prabhu.
will
Here in the
use
forest,
the
they use the same thing. There is outside
yes,
toilet. They have the
the wood.
wood
You know, when you
pellet.
cut wood, there is some.
Yes,
Uh,
Prabhu. Yeah,
you
here
know
in the
that, right?
forest, they do the same thing.
Yes. So it's very clean actually. It's even more clean than inside.
Yes.
Really, it's very nice and peaceful. And I bath outside also, just next to the toilet. When I finish to pass through, then I immediately take bath with cold water outside, and then I will cook outside also. And it's like I live in Vrindavan already, like I don't know how to describe, it's
Nice one.
all of a sudden it's happened like this, and I feel so blissful. You can't imagine. Like
Oh,
I really love
Oh,
this
Haribol,
blissful. I
Haribol.
really love this simple life. This is
yes.
really simple life. And then I can go to the center, the place where I have the altar of Golanita, and this is very clean, very nice, very, and I can read, I can, play bhajan and everything. It's so great. Krishna arranged like this for me, and
That's
other
Haribol.
people, Kami people, they see, perhaps the mother of my son, they say, oh, you see, she's happy, but actually I'm more happy than her. And she knows, because she said, why you are so happy? I said, because this is the life I want to live. I want to live like this, in the
So,
garden, and
so
yeah.
Prabhu, you're cooking outside.
Yeah, I want to do a kitchen, but I want to protect, with a roof. But now I don't have enough Lakshmi, so I have something I can protect, myself, and even when I'm cooking, I can protect. But it's not a roof, it's temporary. I can put it temporary, so that if it's rainy, then it will protect, what I am doing, But
Yes.
I need to construct something like more. Uh, it will stay for few years. Now it's in the beginning. I need to build from scratch everything. Krishna want me to build everything from scratch, actually. So this is the difficulty now for me, because I'm alone, and everything you do alone is not so. You can't do quickly. You need to take time, because you can't. It's really it's like this. You need to work uh, according to your capacity. So it's okay. I'm doing my best. I will take some photos, and I will show you soon. And I'm building a small Vrindavan here. I guarantee you, this is going to be very nice, actually. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. That
So
Cool.
sounds amazing.
thank you for the opportunity to share with you, because yeah, really, I feel very blissful when you know, it's like you are in the nature, and
Mm.
it's very simple life, like our like Indian, they used to live, even in some place, in rural place, they are still Indian who are living like this, very simple way. So Krishna want me to live just like a
Yes,
sadhu, I think.
yes,
That's
Prabhu.
all.
In our childhood, we used to live like this, Prabhu. I have
Yes. Yes, and this Sunday, next Sunday, last Sunday, sorry, last Sunday we have yesterday, actually, we have a program, and there was only 5 person, but I didn't um, really advertise, because uh, I needed to build a toilet from scratch, and for outside. And actually, I managed to do it for the program. And the devotee, they went outside and no one complained, It was quite okay. And I didn't finish, but this is actually the austerity and the simple life that Prabhupada wanted every one of us to experience,
Very nice,
The-
Prabhu.
yeah. And it's very like respectful to the nature also, because we are passing stool in water that we can drink, and actually this is a waste of water. We waste water so much, and it costs also a lot of money, a lot of Lakshmi. So in this way,
Yes,
if
Prabhu, and
you have some,
underwater also become polluted by that,
yes,
Prabhu.
yes, Prabhu. So actually, this is the way more ecological to do like this, and it's very clean. I guarantee you. I put some flower who have very strong fragrance, and even with the wood, there is no, it is no bad odor, it is really very clean. Even my son said, "Oh, there is no odor." I say, "Yes." I passed through, 5 minutes, and it's already there is no odor. There is no. It doesn't stink, and he was very eager to to try because this is the first time for him to see something like this. So it's also a very good way to educate children so that they can see that there is alternative to the way that we are living, the way that the demonic person they are living. It's not the right way. We need to go back to the ancient time where they were living with nature and in a more respectful manner, in a more
Yes.
respectful way. So yes, this is so nice, Prabhu. I I don't know what to say because
You can show the photos,
oh,
Prabhu, when you're free.
Prabhu, I think Krishna is so great because he gave me the opportunity to realize my dream. Actually, I wanted to experience that, to live like this, and yeah, definitely it make a difference in Krishna consciousness when you have to live like this. I guarantee you. Um, we the less comfortable we are, the more spiritual we become. You know. So we should seek always uncomfortable situation and places so that we can always depend on Krishna. So this is the purpose of simple living and high thinking. Because you have to depend on Krishna for everything, you know. And it's so nice. And now finally uh, realize this is the beginning, but uh, I have some kind of realization that how a sannyasi, vanaprastha and sannyasi should live, like, you know um, they should live like this, like a very simple manner, and depend on Krishna for everything, and this is the beginning for me, vanaprastha. This is the beginning for me, and in the future perhaps, it will lead me to sannyas, but I will not take sannyas, but this is the mood,
You are-
just
you are already living in a temple, Prabhu. It's like Vaikuntha.
oh yeah, that's why I want to make sure that I can take some photo, and because I will create a beautiful garden with a lot of flower, and it have I already cultivate a lot of fruits, a lot of things, and actually I want to transform this little land. I don't have much, but this little land will be a place where someone come, he can experience bhakti. This is my dream, that he can come in that place and right away he can experience some, you know that this place is transcendental, like wow, this the energy is so great. So It was in my mind before Krishna consciousness to build some place like this, but now Krishna won't give me the opportunity to make it possible. So
Yes,
I'm
Prabhu.
so blessed. So blessed.
Prabhu,
Yes.
we can continue to reading.
Yes, Prabhu. Sorry, Jai.
Thank
Vancha
you,
kalpatarubhya kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanibhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. Hari Bol. Thank you very much.
Yes, Prabhu. Anyone want to read?
One straight, we have like time for 1 or 2 verses.
Yes, Prabhu. Sridhar Prabhu, you want to read?
Oh yes, Sridhar Krishna Prabhu didn't read yet.
Yes, Prabhu, I can read. Can you hear me, Prabhu? Is it okay?
Yes, Prabhu.
I'm still working with that broken AirPods. Sorry, Prabhu. What is the tune, Prabhu, of this? Vejanuni Sutalam Vishwamurte.
Yes, Prabhu. That's the tune.
Okay. Vejanuni Sutalam Vishwamurte. Urudvayam Vitalam Chatalam Cha. Mahitalam Jaganam Mahipate. Nabashtalam Nabisharo Gunati. Dve. 2. Januni. Like joints. Sutalam. The planetary system named Sutala. Vishwamurti, the universal form. Urudvayam, 2 thighs. Vitalam, the planetary system named Vitala. Cha, also. Atalam, the planets named Atala. Cha, and Mahitalam, the planetary system named Mahitala. Tat, of there. Jagannam, lower portion of the thighs. Mahipate, king. Nabastalam, outer space. Navi Saraha, depression of the navel. Gridanti, they take it so. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. The joints of the legs of the universal form are the planetary system of the name Sutala, and the lower portions of the thighs are the Vitala and Atala planetary systems. The upper portion of the thighs are Mahitala, and the outer space is the depression of his navel.
Okay, last verse, then we read 6 Astakam prayers.
Yes, Prabhu. पुरस्थलं ज्योतिरनीकमश्य ग्रीवामहर्वदनं वैजनोऽस्य तपोवरातिं विदुरादिपुंसः सत्यं तु शीर्षाणि सहस्रशीर्ष्णः उरः है स्थलं प्लीज the chest. Jyotir Anikam, the luminary planets. Asya, of him. Griva, the neck. Mahaha, the planetary system above the luminaries. Vadanam, mouth. Why exactly? Janaha, the planetary system above Jano. Asya, of him. Tapaha, the planetary system above the Mahaha. Varatim, forehead. Viduhu is known. Adi, the original. Pumshaha, personality. Satyam, the topmost planetary system. 2, but. Shishani, the head. Sahasra, 1000. Shishnaha, 1 with heads. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. The chest of the original personality of the gigantic form is the luminary planetary system. His neck is the Mahar planets. His mouth is the Jana planets, and his forehead is the Tapas planetary system. The topmost planetary system, known as Satyaloka, is the head of him who has 1000 heads. Purport. The effulgent luminary planets like the Sun and the Moon are situated almost in the mid-place of the universe, and as such they are to be known as the chest of the original gigantic form of the Lord. And above the luminary planets, also called also the heavenly planets of the universal directorate demigod, there are the Mahar, Jana, Tapas planetary systems, and above all, the Satyaloka planetary systems, where the chief directors of the if you could scroll down. Satyaloka planetary system, where the chief directors of the modes of material nature reside, namely Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva. This Vishnu is known as Shirodakashayi Vishnu, and he acts as a super soul in every living being. There are innumerable universes floating on the causal ocean, and each of them, the representation of the Virata form of the Lord is there, along with innumerable suns, moons, heavenly demigods, Brahmas, Vishnus, and Shivas. And all of them are situated in one part of the inconceivable potency of Lord Krishna, as it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita 10.42. Haribol. Thank you, Noah.
Haribol, thank you so much, Prabhu. Okay, now we go to Sixastakam prayers. Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavamaha davagni nirvapanam shreyah kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamritasvadanam sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam.
नानावतारि
बहुधा
बहुधानि सर्वशक्ति तत्रार्पितानि नियमित स्मरणेन काल एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दोर्दैव मे दृश्यमिहाजन्यानुरागः
ऋणादपि सुनीचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानीनामानदेन कीर्तनीयाय सदा हरिः
Natanam na janam na sundarim kapitam va jagadish kamaye mama janmani janmanishvare bhavatat bhaktirahaitu kitvayi.
Ainandatanuja kinkaram patitam mam vishame bhavam budo kripaya tava para pankaja stita dole satvasham vichintaya. Nayanam galadas rudaraya vadanam gadgadarudaya gira pulagairina chittam vapukada tavanam grahane bhavishyati. Asisleva padara tampinas yuga itam nimishena chakshusha pravisha itam shunya itam jagat sarvam govinda virahe name.
Along to your on mute.
Who has the last one?
Asisleva padara tampinas tumam madarshanam marmam hatam karotuva yata tatava vidatulan pato mat prananatas tusa eva narpanaha.
Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all that has accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benedictions to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by chanting your holy names. But I'm so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them.
One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly.
O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your constant devotional service birth after birth. O son of Maharaja Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. Yet somehow or other I have fallen into this ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from the ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms of your lotus feet.
O my Lord, when will my spirit decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name?
O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering momentarily like 20 years or more, and tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord. He shall remain so even if he handles in a flame in this embrace, or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely fit to anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord unconditionally.
Haribol Shri Siksastakam ki jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai.
Jai.
Bahujanma kare adi Shravana Kirtan Tabutana Paya Krishna Pade Premadan. If one is infested with the 10 offenses in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, despite his endeavor to chant the holy name for many births, he will not get the love of Godhead. That is the ultimate goal of this chanting. The 10 offenses against the holy name are as follows. The first offense is to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord.
The second offense, to consider the names of the demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the names of the Lord Vishnu.
To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Number 4, to blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. Number 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Number 6, to give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord. Number 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name of the Lord. Number 8, to consider the chanting of the Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, karma kanda. Number 9, to instruct the faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Number 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, Krishna brain.
Haribol, let us offer humble obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They can fulfill the desires of everyone just like desired trees, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Mancha kalpatarubhyascha
Vaishnavebhyo
namo namaha. The Gaudiya Vaishnava in the ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for joining.